All right, guys, come on in. We are going to learn how to make a piano today. And look, we're all wearing matching Baby Yoda t-shirts that we bought on T-Turtle, which maybe sponsored content. I don't know. Maybe T-Turtle wants to give us $1 zillion. What do you think? All right. Anyway, watch The Mandalorian. It's awesome. Right, guys?
Yep.
Okay. Today we're going to learn how to make a piano, which... in Scratch.
scartch.mit.edu.
Are we there? We're going to say create and create a new one. And we start off with a cat. Who remembers what I have to click to get rid of my cat? Because we're not going to use the cat.
The garbage bin.
Yesterday we learned how to make a new backdrop to our stage. Today we're going to learn how to paint a new sprite. So we deleted our cat. Hover over the plus button here where it says choose a sprite. But we're going to paint our own sprite by pushing the paintbrush. Okay, now we're going to make a piano. So we're going to use the rectangle tool. I'm going to go ahead and click on the rectangle tool. Right now my fill color is purple. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to make it white. The best way to do that is just to drag the saturation all the way to the left down to 0 and the brightness all the way to the right at 100. And now your fill color is white, your outline is black, and you can draw a rectangle on your screen. If it's not quite the right shape, you can just grab the anchor points and pull them to make it bigger, taller, smaller, whatever you want. You can even drag it around the screen. So now we have one costume, and that's our white piano note. We're going to duplicate the costume. Liam, do you know how to do that?
Yep, so you just right click on it and then push the duplicate button.
And now we have 1 and 2 costumes. Right now they both look the same. We want our note to change colors just a touch when we play it. So we're going to do that by clicking on costume 2 that we just duplicated, using our fill bucket and changing the fill to something just off-white, or it doesn't really matter. You can make it any color you want. I'm going to make mine just off-white, maybe a little yellow or something like that. So it's kind of like glowing when it's played. So you can move your color, saturation, and brightness sliders around till you find the color you like. And then you just hover, after you hit the bucket, you hover over your piano note and just tap in the center. It'll change the color. So now, if you go back here, costume 1 should be unplayed and costume 2 is played. So I'm going to click on costume 1. Up at the top, it's called costume 1. I'm going to rename that unplayed, UNPLAYED. So when it's being not played or
Daddy,
unplayed.
I called mine not played.
And then we're going to click on costume 2.
Daddy.
And we'll call that one
Played.
PLAYED. Okay, so we've got one costume called unplayed and one called played. The reason we're naming them is because later on we're going to want to be able to call up these costumes, and it's easier if we don't have to guess which costume's the right one. That's why it's important to name things properly when you're doing computer programming. All right, so we have a played and an unplayed key. Let's get coding. We're going to push on code. So yesterday we created our very own subroutine, our very own my block. So where is that again?
It's the very bottom. That says my block.
Okay, so we're going to click on my blocks and we're going to make a block. We want a bunch of stuff to happen every time we play the key. So we're going to give it a name. We're going to call it played, I guess. And we'll say okay. And the reason we're defining a subroutine is we might want to play our piano by clicking it with our mouse. So it works on our iPad and touch phone and devices like that. But we also are going to want to be able to play it by clicking on the keyboard keys as well, because you can actually play if you know a little bit about how to play piano, you can play a pretty fun song using just your keyboard, and we'll do that at the very end. So the very first thing we want to do is maybe shrink this key down. Quinn, where do we find how to shrink it? Do you remember which one of the blocks?
I think we have to go and look, and then the one that says set size to 100.
Yeah, that's right. Set size to 100. So we'll drag that in there. I'm gonna make mine. What are you gonna make yours, Quinn?
I think I'm gonna make mine maybe like 50.
Okay, it doesn't really matter. I guess the smaller you make yours, the more keys you'll be able to fit. But we're just gonna do a couple of keys today, and then the rest people can do by themselves.
Put this one under the flag.
So we're not going to, Liam had a good question. He said, are we going to use the flag event today? Today we're not going to use the flag event. We're going to only use touch events and keyboard press events. Okay. So let's set one up right now. I'm going to go under control or events, and let's make it so when we play this note, we can play it with the letter A. So to do that, there's one that says when space is pressed. I'm going to drag that over here at the top, and I'm going to click it, and I'm going to find the letter A, and I'm going to click on that. So when A is pressed, what do we want to happen?
We want the key to go like, darn.
That's true.
The piano music.
And we're going to program that.
Mm-hmm.
To do that, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to call the my block routine. So we set up a my block routine. We set one called played. So I'm going to pick it up and drop it right under when A is pressed and drop it. And watch what happens. Not much. It'll shrink. And then nothing else will happen. So go ahead and push your A and look, it shrinks. Maybe you can drag it wherever you think it belongs. Okay?
Why
All right, so that's
when
it.
you push A?
It just shrinks to get to the right size. And that's it
Mine's
for now. Okay? So every time we play it, make sure that the key is the right size. We might want to change the size of our keys later. All right, so there we go. We push A, and it doesn't do anything. That's kind of boring. So let's make a sound. Sound good?
Yeah.
So here's how we do that. So we've got motion, looks, sound, events, controls, sensing, operators, variables, my blocks, but we don't have any, and we've got sound up here, but there's actually special blocks that are kind of hidden right now that we're going to go get, and they're music blocks. So very down in the bottom, there's that blue thing. We're going to push there, and we want music. So I'm just going to click on music.
Why does it say music?
And now
there?
we have a special music thing.
Whoa!
Cool,
I
eh?
didn't get that early.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our define area, and we're going to say set instrument to piano, and I'll drop that there. If all of a sudden your code starts to overlap your other code, you could always just move it a bit. So I'm going to set my instrument to piano, and then I'm going to have it play a note. I'm going to again grab that, drag it out, and drop it underneath my set instrument. And then where it says 60, I'm going to click there, and we're going to choose C. I think this is middle C. I don't know for sure because
Yes, that is middle C.
All right. I don't know enough about
Oh,
pianos.
I tapped
Okay.
it and it just went boom.
Totally. All right. And now when we tap the A key on our keyboard, it should also make that note. Cool, eh? Now we want a little bit of visual feedback happening now. We want whenever we click that button, the A button, we want our costume to change and then change back. So if I want to change costumes, which one of these things do I have to look under?
Costumes?
Nope. Good
Oh,
guess.
looks.
Looks, because we're playing with code now. So looks, and we're going to say, the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to drop this at the top. We're going to say the first thing that happens when we play our note is we're going to switch our costume to unplayed, just to make sure it's in the unplayed costume when it starts. Then it sets the size, it sets the piano, and then we're going to say switch costume to played. And then it plays the note, and then we're going to switch costume back to
Unplayed.
nicely done. So let's see what happens when we push A. Look at that, mine's going yellow. What color's yours going, Liam? Blue?
Mine's going blue.
How about yours, Quinny? Push your letter A.
Wait, I need to push unplayed.
Oh, Quinn's
Mine
goes
turns
red.
red.
Cool. All right. Now, I also want my note to play when I click it. Right now, when you click on your note, does it do anything?
Nope.
Okay, what kind of event do we need to find now?
Event?
Probably when this sprite is clicked.
Yeah, when this sprite is clicked. And then, Quinn, what do I have to drag under there? When this sprite is clicked,
That one.
we're going to go to My Blocks.
My blocks and choose played.
Yeah. So the whole point of writing this subroutine is so we don't have to take all of this code and write it 2 different times. One for pushing A and one for clicking. Does the same thing. Cool, huh? All right, now
That's fun.
our song is going to be a little boring because all we can do is play one note, right?
All we can play is middle C.
All we can play is middle C. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this note And we're going to change 2 things about it. You ready? So what I do is I go down here to my sprite area where I have sprite 1. I might want to change its name to C. So I know that that's note C. Okay, that might help me later on. It's always a good idea to name stuff. Then I'm going to right click on note C and I'm going to choose duplicate. All right, there's 3 things we need. Right now it's called C2. There are 3 things we need to change. What's thing 1?
It's name.
Name. What are we going to call it? What's
B.
What's the note after? If we're going up the keyboard this way, what's the note after?
C.
Yeah.
D.
Good call,
Yeah,
Quinny.
D.
So D. So I'll change it to D. I'm going to drag it down here like this so it's beside C. Okay. And then there are 2 things in my code I need to change. What are those 2 things?
I just need to move mine over a little bit.
What are my 2 things I need to change in my code? Who knows?
What sound it makes?
What sound it makes. So I go up here where it says play note 60. I click on that and now I'm going to choose D, which is note 62 apparently. Okay.
So I'm going to...
So you literally just click where it says 60, click the note on the keyboard, and there's 1 more thing to change. Who knows what it is?
When A clicks.
Yes,
why do we
Quinny.
have to click it?
Yeah, so we're gonna use the letter beside. What's the letter beside A?
S.
There you go, S
So
on the keyboard. So
way
we're gonna
down here.
just choose S in the list. It's alphabetical up here. So now let's try it. When we play A, and then play S.
I can't see S though.
It's alphabetical, so it's right. Oh, you went past.
Oh, there it is.
All right, now try your keyboard. And try it by clicking with your mouse too. It works. All right, here we go. You guys should be able to do the next step. Someone tell me what to do.
Duplicate
Oh.
it again?
Yep.
Yep, duplicating.
And then there's 3 things to need.
Name it.
So I'll drag it into the right place. What am I going to do? Rename it?
Yep, rename it E.
Okay.
Yes.
Now what do we change?
I just need to put the name.
It's sound.
Yep. And one other thing. The key pressed, which is the letter D. Now, going up on our keyboard, listen. Test yours out.
Wait, Daddy, where do I click? Oh, there.
So, that's easy. We can continue making those, right? So I'm going to do this really fast. Here we go. You don't need to do this. You can just watch me do it if you want. Here we go. And then I'm going to make that. That's E. The next one is F. And I'm going to say boom. And I'm going to change this. My next letter is also F. What luck. And then duplicate. And now we're going to have that move over here. We're going to call it G. We're going to choose the note G on the keyboard.
Oh, God.
We're going to change our letter to, it's G again. Look at that. What luck. And then it would go to A. Duplicate. Drag it into the right spot.
Daddy,
Change its
Daddy,
name.
we need to put those black
Choose
images.
A. That's a good point, Gwen.
Daddy, where's
And
the
change
F?
the
I
note
can't
to
see F.
H. So I'm just going up my keyboard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So Quinn brought up a good point. So pause for a sec, everyone. What did you just say, Quinn? What's
We need the
missing?
Black note.
We need the black note. So we're going to have a black note here and here. So you guys just watch for a sec, and I'll show you how you can make one. So I'm going to take my C note. I'm going to duplicate it. Now, unfortunately for me, actually, we'll be able to learn it from scratch, I think. So here's my note. I'm going to take it. I'm going to put it right here. So I'll move it up there. And what's wrong with that note? It's too
What? We need
too
it
big,
to
right?
be-
And too white.
Yeah, and we need it to be black.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to costumes,
Okay.
just like this. I'm going to click on my unplayed costume, change my fill to black, just like that. And then I'll use my paint bucket to paint it black. Okay? Now, I don't actually know what this note name is. Right now, we're calling it C2. I'm not good enough at music, and there's probably a ton of people out there who already know what it's called. But luckily for me, I don't need to know. Scratch is going to tell me. So that if that's C, that one's C sharp. Cool, huh? So then I'll go here. Instead of C2, we'll call it C. And then I'll put a number sign or a hashtag.
Dad, are we
C
supposed to
sharp.
have 6 of them?
And then we're going to change that letter from A to W. And again, I'm just choosing the letters on my keyboard that best match up with the ones. Now watch this. And it's also, I think my black key is too big, so I'm going to set the size to 50%. So let's try it now. There we go. And now, what do you think? So now, if I want more of these, I duplicate. I drag them where they go. I change their note. And I change the letter. And this one, in this case, would play with the letter E on the keyboard. And that is how you can make a keyboard. So you can continue this on. You can change the instrument by clicking here, and you can choose another instrument, like a trombone. Ooh, sounds kind of trombone-ish, I guess. But you get the idea. It's pretty cool, eh?
Yep.
All right, everyone come say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Feel free to like and subscribe to get more of these videos.